the challenge that was presented to architects morphogenesis. They began by tackling the vast numbers of people the building had to serve.
We'd never come anything close to this before. And we were looking at this and wondering, how are we going to get people in and out of a building that's 7 million square feet? They're all going to come in within a span of an hour in the morning, and they're all going to leave in a span of an hour in the evening.
To deal with this, the architects set a target that any employee could reach their office within 7 minutes of entering the gate.
So we started thinking about it inside out, and we did a lot of traffic simulations and security simulations of what would that structure be, and it sort of turned out to be this sort of fishbone vertebra kind of plan, which of course is a very efficient way of distributing nerve signals from the brain to the rest of the body, and it's a very efficient method in nature.
9 15-storey towers flank a 400-metre central spine. As well as speeding up access by aligning the building north to south, it also solved the tricky problem of lighting.
The heights of each of those towers and the distances between them, which are connected by the spine, the distance between them are calculated so that the office at the bottom also gets 100% daylight, and it doesn't get overshadowed.
The building's spine also helps it cope with the extreme climate. Each end flares out to catch the prevailing winds, which are funneled through the complex and provide 50% of the building's cooling needs. The communal spaces in the spine and courtyards are also essential for creating the environment that diamond traders are used to.
The traders, they don't actually sit around in conference room. They carry these diamonds in little packets in their pocket, and they sit under a tree, have a cup of tea, and the trade is done.
So that's the design, but how on earth do you actually build something this big? Well, after ground broke in December 2017, it took 6,000 people 4.5 years to construct this gigantic building. But the biggest challenge faced was undoubtedly during COVID. As global supply chains dried up, the vast quantities of materials needed to continue construction had to be sourced a lot closer to home.
We said localize all the materials. Only materials that are within a 500-kilometer radius that we can get access to. The ceilings were all manufactured in a place called Morby nearby. We designed and built an on-site fabrication plant for making the unitized glazing. And so just raw glass was coming in from a factory nearby, and this on-site plant was manufacturing fully unitized units.
As big as the SDB is,